In today's video, I'll be answering 13 of the most commonly asked questions about real estate. Hi, I'm Jimmy Brockett with Oakland Realty and welcome to the Inside Track, where I bring you the answers to the questions you didn't even know you had about real estate. Okay, as you might imagine, real estate agents field quite a few questions every day. People are naturally curious and it's an agent's job to guide folks through the often complex world of home buying and selling. You might also imagine that some questions about real estate come up more often than others. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or a repeat buyer who could use a refresher on how deals get done, in this video I'll cover the answers to the questions that come up the most often. However, before we get going, if this is your first time here, please hit subscribe so you can get notifications of these videos directly into your inbox. And finally, don't forget to watch to the very end for the bonus section. Okay, let's go. Number one, and by far the most common question asked. What are the first steps in the home buying process? Well, getting pre-approved for a mortgage is always the first step. Getting that pre-approval letter from a lender will get the ball rolling in the right direction, and here's why. First off, you need to know how much you can borrow and what you can afford. Knowing this will narrow down the search criteria to a suitable property, which results in no time wasted considering homes that are not within your budget. Pre-approvals also help prevent disappointment caused by falling in love with unaffordable homes. Secondly, the loan estimate from your lender will show you how much is required for the down payment and the closing costs. This will then let you know if you need more time to save up money, liquidate assets, or seek mortgage gifts from funds from a family. In any case, you will have a clear picture of what's financially required. And finally, being pre-approved for a mortgage demonstrates that you are a serious buyer to both your real estate agent and the person selling the home. On a side note, most real estate agents will require you to be pre-approved before they spend time taking you out showing your properties. Number two, how long does it take to buy a home? Well, it's a great question and there's actually two parts to this answer. Firstly, once you've found a new home and you've placed an offer that's been accepted, the average time to complete could be somewhere between 2 and 3 months. But it's not unusual for a close to be as little as a couple of weeks. And the second part is more about the actual search for a place that checks most of the boxes of what you're looking for. And it's not uncommon for that search to last much longer. A great example I had earlier this year is when I had a client I'd been working with for 2 years that finally found that dream home. Number three, what is a seller's market? I'm going to keep it really simple here. A seller's market refers to a real estate market where the demand is more than the supply that's available. This puts a seller in a strong position to not have to negotiate as much and keep more value in their home. However, it's good to know that this can vary not only from city to city, but also from sub-area to sub-area within the city. Number four, what is a buyer's market? Again, I'm going to keep it simple. The buyer's market is characterized by a market that has higher inventory and reduced demand, allowing buyers to be in the strong seat and giving them more opportunities to negotiate a better deal. Number five, how much do I need to pay a realtor to help me buy a new property? Well, the great news here is to hire a realtor to help you through the process of buying a new home shouldn't cost you anything financially, as all commissions, which covers all the fees, are paid by the seller. All a realtor will require is your commitment to an exclusive client relationship. Number six, what kind of credit score do I need to buy a new home? Well, this is not such a straightforward question and comprises of many factors that are involved in the pre-approval process. What I can say is borrowers with a higher credit score represent less risk to the lender, and this often results in a lower down payment requirement and better interest rates. And then on the other side, home shoppers with a lower credit score may need to bring more money to the table or accept a higher interest rate to offset the lender's risk. Number seven, how much do I need to put down for a down payment? Well, how much you need to put down and how much you should put down varies a lot. The minimum down payment in Canada is 5% of the purchase price for the property. And that's because several first-time homebuyer programs don't require big down payments, and what's more, some programs allow payment contributions from family members in the form of a gift. On a side note, understanding that the more you put down usually means a lower monthly mortgage payment, and you can sometimes get better interest rates because of it. Number eight, should I sell my current home before buying a new home? Well, if you built up equity in your current home that will be applied to the down payment of your new home, most likely. However, some home buyers now are deciding to turn their current home into an investment property and rent it out. In that case, the current home will not need to be sold. However, your loan advisor will still need to evaluate your risk profile and credit history to determine whether making a loan on a new home is feasible while retaining the title to the old home. Number 9. How many homes should I view before buying one? Well, that's really up to you. Home shopping today is easier than ever before. The ability to search for homes online and see pictures, virtual tours, and even before setting foot out of your door has completely changed the home buying game. But nothing beats visiting a home to see how it looks and feels in person. I recently had a client where they fell in love with the very first place they saw. They decided to put in an offer and got it right away and was never been happier. I had another client that loved the first place they saw, but had to satisfy their need of thinking that they can't just buy the very first place they saw. They went out, looked at a couple more, and when they came back, luckily it was still available. Just remember, when you're looking at other places, someone might be coming back to that first place for their second viewing, and you could miss out. Number 10, how much deposit should I put down? Well, I always tell my clients to put down as much as possible to make the offer look as strong as possible. A bigger deposit shows the seller you're a serious buyer and makes them more inclined to deal with you. A key here to remember that the deposit will form part of your mortgage down payment, and anything more and above than your down payment comes back to you. Number 11, what if my offer is rejected? Well, sellers can flat out accept or reject an initial offer, but more often than not, sellers can initiate a counter offer. Remember this, a deal isn't dead until it's dead. So if a counter offer is offered by the seller, you're still in the game. You and your agent just need to review and determine whether that counter offer is acceptable. If it is, then approving it closes the deal. Keep in mind though, offers and counter offers can go back and forth many times, and it's not unusual, and negotiations are part of what a realtor does as a matter of routine. Each revision should bring you closer and closer to getting that deal done. Number 12, should I order a home inspection? Well, 99.9% of the time, yes. Home inspections are highly recommended because they can reveal defects in the home that are not easily detected. Home inspections bring peace of mind to one of the biggest investments of a lifetime. And number 13, do I need to do a final walkthrough before possession? Well, it's not required, but it's probably a good idea. Final walkthroughs give a buyer a chance to make sure nothing has changed since their first visit. If repairs were requested as part of the offer, a follow-up visit ensures that everything is squared away as expected as per the terms of the contract. So there you have it, 13 of the most commonly asked questions when it comes to real estate. Regardless, with whatever you choose to do, a huge key is research and getting the right information and looking into all the options available to make sure you're making a fully informed decision for yourself. If today's video led to more questions and you'd like to talk with somebody about the idea of listing and selling your home, please don't hesitate to reach out. I know a pretty fantastic realtor. I'm loving all the comments, questions, feedback, and ideas for subjects for me to cover, so if you have something, please post it in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. The approval will let about the search for the place that checks all the boxes. Property, the real estate. Finally, be pre-approved is approved for a mortgage or liquidate assets to seek. This will narrow down. God, come on, getting a pre-approval for a. Knowing this will narrow down. What's the most approval letter will give you the from family or other things. Motherfucker. As you might imagine, real estate agents get knowing all you need to do know how much more time you can borrow. Narrow in the form of a gift. Hi, I'm Jimmy Brockett with Realtor.